Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of August 22nd. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Virgo. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. I hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Let's go and see what we have here. All right, I'll go ahead and put this up here, and then I'll also take 3 Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. All right. So Virgo, so we have this interesting energy here of the 2 2s in the past showing up here, and there's been a significant change, I think, probably in potentially relating to your resources. Maybe even this is tying into a job because of the influence of the Page of Wands on the board as well, showing up in the future. There's been, I think, a change in your resources. However, the important thing that I want you to take away from this reading is that if this is for you, there's also recovery here as well. Recovery is showing up in the cards. And so now the thing with that is, however, there's also something that you're going to have to hurdle over. Okay, so there is recovery showing up in the cards and in the message, but this will be a test of strength for you here, and it'll probably be a test of willpower that shows up for you here in this week, or it's actually showing up in the future. But let's just dive into this a little bit more, and I'll try to get a more clear message for you. But in the overall situation, you do have this 4 of Swords, which is about recovery. This is about rest, rejuvenation, recovery, meditation, healing. You can see the 3 of Swords card on the banner above this person. They are healing from a heartbreaking situation. I just feel like some of you have been a little bit blindsided here. I think some of you have been a little bit blindsided. I think this is probably relating to maybe a bill, work. When I say a bill, like maybe something monetary or something that has to do with your resources, maybe work situation as well. And this is probably also, there's probably some emotions tied into this situation because of this 4 of Swords, which again, the 3 of Swords card is on this 4 of Swords symbolism, which represents heartbreak. And so you're recovering from this heartbreak, and there's maybe even recovery from a change or a loss in the past, but it was heartbreaking nonetheless, is what I feel like saying for you. In the past, you do have the 2 of Swords as well as the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles, you can see the choppy waters in the background here. You can see the boats kind of going, swimming on the, or not swimming, sailing on the choppy waters. And the 2 of Pentacles indicates that there could be money coming in, money coming out. It's a change in your resources, or it's a change in your financial situation. I think in this case, it could have been something that caught you off guard or blindsided you, because you have the 2 of Swords influence, which again, it is interesting, isn't it, that we have these 2 2s here. 2 can represent change, it can represent your path, but you can see the blindfold symbolism on the card, meaning perhaps you simply didn't see the change that was coming. And sometimes that's what happens. Like sometimes life just happens, right? And sometimes we, even as a tarot reader, like we can't see everything. We can't see everything in life. And I think that it's almost just part of having a human experience. Like being blindsided is part of having a human experience. And everybody has, at least at one point in their life. And this may have happened a while ago, by the way, because the 2 of Swords is the distant past. Or it could have happened recently. It depends on your situation here, but I do think that this has led to a change in your resources. But now you're going through this period of recovery here with the 4 of Swords in the middle. I also think that this has really forced you to sort of weigh options, go back and forth on something like, okay, now that the change has happened, where do I see myself going from here? What do I see myself doing from here? In the future, you have the Strength card as well as the Page of Wands. You know, the Strength card really is about your willpower. It's about your fortitude. And like I said, this could be a test of strength showing up here. The thing about the Strength card as well, it's Leo energy. You can see the lion on the card, but it's also about your ability to overcome internal obstacles in one's life. And so with that, to get the Strength card here in this case and in this context, I do see you recovering from the situation, but again, this will not be something that's easy. The Strength card is something that is hard for you. Okay, this might not be something that's hard for someone else, but it's like a challenge that is specifically and uniquely challenging for you, that you are capable of overcoming and kind of working through. Okay, and along with that, you have this Page of Wands, which represents some type of offer or opportunity. Wands is the suit of work, career, enterprise, and typically the Page of Wands is a card that you want to see if you're looking for a job offer or a job opportunity. So I definitely like that for you here. And you know, this may be coming in the distant future. The last card here is in the distant future. A lot of people ask me, like, what's the timing on this? I really can't give you a time because it's like this. Each one of us has our own timeline. And right now, in you opening up this video, you are on one timeline, but the actions that you take change your timeline. Okay, and so the cards right now, we're looking at a few timelines here, but you could easily take an action that takes you off of this timeline or changes your timeline. And right now, the timeline that I'm looking at, this Page of Wands in the distant future, it could take some time, but that's probably part of why the Strength card is also here, because this is some type of test of strength or willpower or fortitude that you have to hurdle over or leap over for whatever reason. But you definitely love to see this if it's a job that you're looking for, because it does say that there's an offer in the future coming in. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we have going on here. Let's get some more clarifications. You have the Knight of Wands, or sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Two of Cups. You have the Seven of Wands. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Pentacles, Wands. I mean, we do obviously have a Cups card here now coming in, but that just seems like that's the focus for me as the reader right now. It seems like your work and your money situation is highly is being highlighted. Sorry, is being highlighted here for you. The Knight of Pentacles is some type of event. Okay, it is a financial event in your life arriving. It's typically a good event. However, again, I think that there was a blindside mess. There's something that you were blindsided with, or there's like a blindsided message here showing up as it relates to your material situation. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It's a financial event that happened here. This could have been related to a partnership that you agreed to. We are always entering into relationships in our lives. We're always entering into partnerships. Like a friendship, for example, that is a type of relationship. And where I'm going with this is with every relationship that we enter into, romantic, non-romantic, business, whatever type it is, we also accumulate or create an energetic cord between us and that person. And it's almost like there's some healing that needs to be done as it relates to you and another person that you've partnered with, whether in life, such as a wife, husband, marriage, whatever, or a romantic relationship or business relationship, whatever it is. Maybe you also took a job and then you found out that there are all these people around you, and that you're not exactly compatible with. There's cords. There are energetic cords between you and everybody that we enter into relationships with. And I almost feel like there's this maybe cord cutting energy that you may need to do. You can research cord cutting. I've talked about it before in my readings. It's a very real situation when you do cord cutting. Like I found in my personal life, when I cut cords, that energy is done. And so it is possible that some of you have had an event here related to material situations and another person where you may want to cut the cord energetically with this person. Hopefully this is making sense. I kind of just felt like I needed to say that. You also have this, Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles here. Seven of Wands is about you setting boundaries, which is another really nice way to deal with issues around partnership here. And the Four of Pentacles is about your resources, about you being extremely focused on your resources, and even like every part of this person is holding on to their pentacles, right? They have both hands, they have both feet, and there's a pentacle on their head. So they are consumed, is the word I was looking for. They are consumed with their resources, with their financial situation. I think that this is really highlighted for you right now, and I think that some of you are looking to make moves in those areas. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is showing up in the oracle cards here. So you have the thoughts, journey, and main female. Yeah, there is another person here showing up with the Two of Cups. Whether this is you or it's another person, you can actually see that this person is thinking about the main female card in this illustration here. And so whatever gender they are, it doesn't matter. I don't attach gender to my cards. There's somebody here that has played a somewhat important role in your life, whether it's just somebody you have to work with day in and day out or whatever, that's like really taking up real estate in your mind. Okay, they are in your mind. And I feel like some of you are maybe looking to, there's been some sort of situation that happened between you and this person. And with the journey card, this is just, kind of symbolism in this case for you being on a new phase of your journey in life. And I think that there's something that needs to be sort of worked through for you, between you and another person. And I think you'll have an opportunity to do that because you have this Four of Swords card of recovery here in the overall situation. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this even more, but if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. Yep, so you have the Three of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you also have the Ten of Wands. So not surprised to see it, right? You have this Three of Swords card I talked about. You can see the Three of Swords card on the banner above this person. I talked about at the beginning at length here with that Four of Swords. There's definitely been a kind of situation where emotions, money, resources, and another person, all of those sorts of things were kind of intertwined and mixed together here. And this has led to some type of event happening with the Knight where there's been a change. There's been a change for you, and it's, I think, maybe even been a little bit dramatic or traumatic for some of you in the past here. And it feels like things are looking up though because of this energy of the Four of Swords. I think a really good cord cutting ritual or ceremony might be very, very good for you. You can research what that might look like for you. There are many methods to do that. But I do think that somebody's energy needs to be sort of wiped away here for you. And in doing this, I think you remove a blockage that may be showing up. Again, we talked about you jumping over this hurdle here with the Strength card. I think that this was what it might be around. You could have known this person or been involved with this person in some capacity for some time here, because the Seven of Pentacles indicates a long-term situation, whether it's in love, life, career, finance. It can represent a long-term investment, something like that, showing up with the Seven of Pentacles card. You also have this Ten of Wands, which is a burden that you may be carrying. Ten of Wands is certainly, it can be a challenge, it can be a burden, but it also is this idea of you kind of developing yourself and developing your skills and building on knowledge that you already have, and being a knowledgeable person, because each one of these wands that this person's holding on to represents some sort of knowledge or skill gained or earned along the way. Let's go and see what else we have here. You have the Three of Wands, and you also have the Emperor. So the Three of Wands is all about adventure. It's about taking something to the next level, growth, expansion, something new on the horizon. And it can also be like a small win. It says that small wins build up to big wins over time. The Three of Wands is the first win in the suit of Wands, and so it's a very nice card. It's like this person's like an adventure, and they're ready for what's next. They're kind of looking out to the ocean and getting excited, realizing that the entire ocean is in front of them. You also have the Emperor, which is a good omen of success in business. Again, if this change that happened was work or career related, there is something coming in here showing up in the future. I do think that there's a clear obstacle or hurdle in between the time of now and that opportunity coming in, because you do have the Strength card and the Ten of Wands, but you can successfully overcome it with the Strength card's influence. But it is showing up as like some sort of hurdle to kind of jump over here. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is good. This is very good. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that indicates good movement forward or positive developments in work. It's also a major card of talent. It's the biggest talent card in the tarot, and it says that you will always, always, always be well provided for because you have some sort of special gift or unique talent that you can kind of share with the world. On the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. Enjoy what you have now. Okay, this is a card of luxury. You can see that this person's really, really enjoying themselves. Try not to get lost in the sauce when it comes to your resources here, when it comes to your money situation, and just recognize that there are good times on the way. The Nine of Cups is all about wishes coming true and wishes coming into your life. So blessings. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.